We'll start off in the tropics one more time. Tracking this area in the eastern part of the Atlantic, National Hurricane Center does give this a high chance of further development over the next 7 days. So it's been relatively quiet in the Atlantic over the last week or so, but things are starting to kind of ramp back up. According to the Climate Prediction Center, this area will have to be kind of watched for this moderate chance for further development a little bit closer to home in the Gulf and over towards the Bahamas, a low chance of development in this area. But as we continue to move through the month of September, we know activity typically does increase. The official peak of hurricane season is next Wednesday, September 10th, and then typically the activity does start to drop, but we're still expecting a busy Atlantic season. So far, we've had 6 named storms. Last one, Fernand. The next one would be Gabrielle. So we'll continue to watch the tropics as we move through the month of September. We're still watching the pollen. It's going to be kind of in this medium to high range, it looks like, for today, kind of in this medium range for tomorrow. And if you're suffering from seasonal allergies, it's ragweed and grasses at this point. So pollen season, very long season in South Carolina. We don't get much of a break from that pollen. Not getting much of a break from the UV index. It's going to be very high today, tomorrow, Friday, and this trend will continue into the weekend, especially as we go into Saturday. UV index will drop, it looks like, on Sunday, but the clouds will increase and there will be at least an opportunity for some rainfall, it looks like, by Sunday. Yesterday, pretty pleasant. We did hit 83 degrees. So far for the month of September, we haven't had any rainfall. And if you remember, August, we started off very wet last month. So far this month, though, it has been dry. We're shooting for a daytime high later today in the mid-80s, a few degrees off our average of 89. Our average low is 69. We dropped to at least 58 at the Columbia Metropolitan Airport this morning. That would be the coolest we've been since May 31st. The record's 48. That's the record low. Record high was set 100 years ago, 1925. We hit 101 degrees. Sunset will be at 7:46. As we do move through the rest of your Wednesday, some showers and thunderstorms start to develop in the upstate of South Carolina, basically along and north of I-85. Our forecast model tries to bring those into the Midlands, but as they do push towards us, it looks like they basically kind of die out. So don't think we'll see any rainfall today. Another front will move through tomorrow. And once again, our forecast model tries to paint in a shower or two, especially in the western half of the Midlands. At this point, wouldn't expect much of any kind of rainfall, but we'll at least make that verbal mention. You'll kind of see it here as we get into the afternoon and evening hours of your Thursday. Rain tries to move into parts of the Midlands. So once again, we'll make that mention, but again, most of us probably will remain dry and will be dry on Friday. Even as that front moves through tomorrow, it's not going to change our temperatures a whole lot. We're talking about still hot conditions as we go into Friday and Saturday. Do believe there'll be a slightly better chance for some rainfall on Sunday, and then the clouds stick around Monday and Tuesday. That according to the European forecast model. American model showing a little bit of a different scenario, bringing in rain on Monday. So we'll kind of just have to wait and see when that front kind of moves on through. As far as rainfall amounts are concerned, over the next 7 days, highest amount's going to be along the coastal region and along and east of I-95. The farther you go inland towards the upstate, those rainfall amounts will likely be a lot lower. Temperatures today generally in the mid-80s, so that's still below average when you consider our average high is 89 degrees. So temperatures still running a little bit below average, but looking ahead towards the weekend, temperatures will be above average. Troy at Clemson, kickoff at 3:30. We're expecting a kickoff temperature of about 90 degrees. South Carolina State at South Carolina, Williams-Brice Stadium, 7 o'clock for that kick. Still pretty warm at 7 o'clock with temperatures right around 88. And if you're going to Conway to watch Charleston Southern and Coastal Carolina play, temperatures at 7:30, probably around 84 degrees. So it's going to be pretty warm and maybe even hot for football over the weekend. Short term for today, we're expecting those highs in the mid-80s, near 90. Tomorrow we'll be in the low to mid-90s, Friday and Saturday. Then that front approaches, brings us a chance for showers and storms on Sunday. Behind that front, the clouds kind of hang around. Not going to be as hot Monday and Tuesday, with highs returning to the low 80s. And at this point, we'll leave at least a chance for a little bit of rain for the start of the next work week. Myrtle Beach forecast looking pretty good on Saturday. There will be that possibility for some storms on Sunday with highs in the mid 80s, upper 80s in Charleston. Both Saturday and Sunday. Can't rule out a little bit of rain Monday and a Tuesday. And once again, you notice those temperatures do drop for the start of the work week, and that's going to be the case for Greenville as well. Greenville, during the afternoon, late evening hours, there will be a chance for some rain on Saturday. Temperatures drop pretty quickly on Sunday with highs in the low 80s, maybe mid to upper 70s Monday and Tuesday. So it is going to be pretty warm and even hot as we go into Saturday and even Friday. But as we look ahead, 8 to 14 days out, warmer than normal conditions out towards our west. A little bit of South Carolina expecting cooler than normal conditions. And during that same time frame, September 10th through September 16th, we're looking at a slight chance for wetter than normal conditions during that same time frame. So still a little bit wetter than normal, it looks like, at least in our 8 to 14 day temperature outlook.